Hello there internet, my name's Chaotic and welcome back to Battle Girls. This is episode 3, so if you haven't seen the previous 2 episodes, please go back and watch those. There's a playlist on my main channel. So, this game is about mechs and war and a strange universe where war isn't fought by people anymore, it's fought by mechs with pilots and co-pilots in it to reduce casualties. Pretty sweet idea. I'd definitely watch the anime if it was a thing. In the last episode we had our first fight and now we're with, I can't remember her name, Kariko I think her name is, and we're repairing the mech. So let's get into it. It looks like the eye of your suit and is staring at you accusingly. You shiver before getting to work again, so basically a piece of the machine has just fallen down. It's only me here because you guys are poor. You look up from the welding, blinking away bright blotches from your eyes. Seriously? Oh, Kariko's her name. Yeah, I'm one of, I think, 3 specialists left from the homeland. The other 2 are busy designing new suits. You're stuck with me. Luckily, the academy gives me a lot of leeway. From what you can see, she's just randomly tearing chunks of machinery out of the head of your suit. You get back to work too, moving further up the leg. How big is this thing actually? Hee hee. You're surprised by Kariko suddenly swinging wildly around the suit before clinging to the opposite side. At least she enjoys it. You've only just reached the waist and Kariko's already gone through the guts of your suit and changed out a ton of armor plates. Your arms are burning and your abdomen aches just from lifting and moving parts. What's up? Kariko lands down next to you, taking off the grappling belt she's been using to reach just about everywhere. How do you do it? That was exhausting. Practice keeps a girl in shape and toned, you know? I imagine so. Like, trying to fix like a massive machine must use so much energy. I guess like mechanics and stuff are never like fat, I guess. Makes sense. You're both soaked with sweat and breathing a little hard. Regardless, you've grown in strength, stretch, feeling fuzzy. Maybe now you appreciate how much work it takes to keep you fighting, Kariko grabs a rag, wiping oil and sweat from her body, uncaring of the view you're treated to. Stop! Right, that is not sexual. Why is wiping oil off you? I don't understand. Whatever. You blink away the thought of it before it can nest properly in your mind. Yeah, and sorry, believe it or not, I don't actually intend to get blown up and hurt myself or the girls. She smirks and thumps you on the arm, which hurts far more than you would expect. Ouch! Hey, don't doubt the strength of someone who deals with that sweet heavy metal. You give a tired yawn, but Kariko looks ready to go again. Well, there's a little more to do, but a lot less thanks to you. Good job, Takiro. Thank you, Kariko. It was decent having company too. This place is too damn quiet sometimes. No problem. Good night, Kariko. Oh, and good job to you too. We'd all be completely deemed without you. Aw, see, he's a sweet guy. He might be a bit of a perv, but he is sweet. That's so nice. Okay. Glad you noticed, but don't forget to eat and stuff too. Next time, bring me food and drink. Consider it payment. Oh, I like the... See, this is why I'd watch the anime. It's so sweet. She gets paid by the government, but that's just money. I eat like shit and never cook. Okay, it's a deal. Assuming I'm not hounded out of here in utter shame at some point. Do try to avoid that. I'd run out of suits to work on and you'd have to go full-time into teaching. Bleh. Duly noted. You stifle another yawn and Kariko ruffles your hair as you wander out. It's strange how she acts like a wizened adult. At best, she's a year older than any of you. It's quiet when you get back to your room when you're probably going to get a fair few less hours sleep than you hoped. You put together a quick meal, your eyes closing by themselves by the time you finish eating and washing up. You were feeling pretty angry with yourself earlier, but now you're just weary and determined. An evening and night spent undoing some of the damage dealt seems to have done you a world of good. Ugh, who ran over my brain? You roll out of bed, mouth feeling cottony. A glance up at the clock shows it's 4 a.m. Yikes. A knock at the door jolts you into awareness and you habitually wait to hear Shien's voice. The moment draws out and there's more knocking but no familiar voice. Could be a trap. You pluck a knife up from your bedside table and stalk to the door. I imagine he's safe there. Surely they can't attack when they're not in the mechs. Who is it? You open the door with your free hand, body obscuring the blade. What fortuitous timing. You seem to be awake already. Hey, Kariko. You blink, idly tossing your knife away. It clatters against the wall and Kariko raises an eye. I suppose a little paranoia in your situation doesn't hurt. That's exactly what I've been thinking. You let out a sigh and open the door properly. Kariko's brows raise and she looks you up and down. Not bad. Oh, come on, don't judge me on my appearance. I am a skilled fighter, I'll have you know. You aren't wearing pants, are you, Takiro? Oh, no. I'm coming in. She waltzes right past you and drops herself down at your table, yawning and stretching. Before you ask, the suit's fine. It'll be ready to go in time for today's fight. And you appear to be moving okay, so that's good. Yet it's surprising to you? You had a sloppy first fight, and you seem only a bit stiff. Her eyes are pointedly at waist height. Stop looking at me. Stop peeping. Stop peeping! Okay. You clearly pull on some clothes, trying not to think about her idol leering. You fix up a couple cups of tea, waiting for Kariko to speak up again. As tempting as it is to tease a junior, only by about a year, you can't be older than 20. Still a junior, don't interrupt. She plugs up a teacup and takes a sip, nodding. As tempting as it is to tease a junior, 4 in the morning is not my preferred time for said activity. She has some major bags under her eyes. I just want to warn you about your co-pilots. Warn me about them? I imagine they're all stubborn in their own ways, but if you have a hard fight one day, don't take them into the next one. Sounds good, okay, I'll remember that. What do you mean? Kariko sighs and stretches. Again, another thing you weren't told. You were given no basic lessons and just dumped here. She jabs her finger in your direction. It's dangerous. You've got a high rating, and you sit in the core of the suit. Up front, where your co-pilot goes, far less armor. They'll get knocked around. And that's just physical harm. They piggyback off your Panzer connection. If you have a tough time, they'll feel it twice as hard. Any advice for keeping them safe? Every yesterday is in the past. Just take care of your girls and make it to the Royale. Well, thank goodness it's so easy. Kariko stares at you levelly, sipping from a cup until you feel uncomfortable. I get it, I'll get it. I'll be careful. You take a mouthful and let out a yawn. Right, I'd best be off. I'm not supposed to show any favoritism, but considering someone's trying to screw you over, she finishes a cup, placing it down gently. And I do hate it when people are dumping on the underdog, and they fuck with my deliveries. Right, so someone's trying to mess around with me and my country, I suppose. She lifts herself up with a yawn and a growl. Good luck. Try not to get all smashed up, kid. I'm only a year younger than you. She grins and saunters out of your room. The temptation to flop right back into bed is almost overwhelming. Who wants you to struggle so much, you wonder? Well, it could be anyone. Maybe just a little extra nap time. Oh, tacky! What's that feeling? It's warm. Kiro? Both of them? Wait. I don't know. Maybe you should let them sleep more. Oh, Micah, you dear. Thank you. If we want to win today, we need to do far better than tomorrow. Oh, God, get out of my room! I'm awake, you know. Why are you all in my room? To come and get you. Also, your room is still really easy to break into. That doesn't mean you should break into it, Akiko. God damn it. True. What would you do if someone came in while you were this zonked out? Would someone really do that, though? For a time? I'm sure that you would. Because he thought you were his stalker, I guess. One at a time, please. He stared bleakly at your... Okay. Okay. Oh. That is clock, by the way, guys, with an L. Bolting upright and nearly knocking Akiko off your bed. Oop. It's 10? They all share a look, seemingly a little embarrassed. Well, you were so out of it. We actually all had a cup of tea and relaxed, expecting that you'd wake up sooner than later. Then Akiko started fooling up. What do you mean fooling around? She grins from her perch on your bed. What is fooling around supposed to mean in this situation, exactly? It's not worth asking. Just enjoy the moment and the mental images. Okay, everyone out. I need to wash up and get dressed. If these girls keep jiggling around me, no good could possibly come out of it. They smile and filter out, leaving you in peace. That rest was really needed, though. You give a stretch, feeling your muscles tense and untense. Everything's where it should be. Well, you're looking a lot brighter. Feeling it, too. The others have gone after class. Where do you want to go, combat or tactics? Let's go tactics this time. Let's go with tactics. Using our brains instead of practicing, eh? She puffs up her chest before nodding. Okay, but tomorrow I'm dragging you along for I am not complaining about that. I am not complaining about yoga. That sounds good. Assuming Chien doesn't beat me to you, that is. It's an odd feeling to have people want to monopolize your time. Monopolize. I'm glad you two made it. Micah flashes you both a brilliant smile. I've been wondering what to do about our next battle. Oh, any ideas? You settle down into a chair, waiting silently with interest. Micah nods slowly, and you give her time to compose her thoughts. Let's practice moves. You mean in the pod? Sure, that's simple. No, not in the pod. Sorry, Takiro. You yourself may be able to cope with the frequent use, but we burn out fast. No pods until this is all over, unfortunately. There's another way for us to practice, though. Oh, do we get to try being in sync? Yes. That's another term I've not been informed the meaning of. Right. My apologies. I think it's time for another easy-to-understand metaphor. Thank you for that, Micah. I love being treated like a 5-year-old. Okay, you've seen dances before, yes? Yeah, obviously. And to perform a dance, they follow specific steps. I can already see where this is going. You settle back into your chair, folding your arms. Good, I'm proud of this one. Well, there's a lead and the follow. In battle, you lead and we follow. Sure, you made the decisions and put us on the right path, but without us following up right, you'd look bad. And frankly, yesterday, it looked pretty improvised. That's because it was improvised. Micah giggles, shaking her head. True, but in our spare time outside of the suit, we could practice some dancing moves, right? Micah looks sidelong at Akiko, who nods. Essentially, that's sync training. Learn a move so that with a simple prompt, your partner knows exactly what you're doing. Okay, so how do we learn to actually be in sync? Do we just pretend we're suits and jump about like ballerinas? Akiko giggles at the thought, shaking her head. That would be very silly. Plus, we'd have to be inside you, or you inside us. Oh God. I mean, maybe later, Akiko, but you never know. But whatever. Akiko goes bright red and pouts. You sigh for your laughter. Hey, it's serious time. Come on. Really, everyone has their own way of learning to be in sync. We still kind of need to figure out that part for ourselves. Oh boy. Okay, he's jumping at you. Shoot! Before you even finish speaking, you and Micah both have your hands up making finger pistols. Where are you aiming? Kneecap, head. Darn it. Akiko giggles at you before sighing. Well, at the very least, your basic responses are improving. The rest will come from fighting together, I'm sure. You groan and flap back on your chair. Other people have been staring and making fun of you. Somehow, Micah and Akiko are both immune, however. You're suddenly brought out of your head by the sound of snapping fingers. That's the third time you've zoned out, Taki. Should we call it done now then? We should be getting ready for the next battle anyway. You yawn and stretch. Alright, what about my sync with you? Tell you what, in the morning I'll come to claim you. Oh God, she gives you not so subtle wink. God, what about Shien? Humph. Akiko harumps like a child, seemingly annoyed at Micah's interruption. Well, it'd be a good idea for him to try being in sync with Shien too, you know. I'll practice with Akiko tomorrow. I'll practice with you tomorrow. She gives you a beaming smile and flashes you a thumbs up. Right, let's eat and get ready for the next battle then. Time sure flies. Kariko gives you a fixated look as you and the girls walk in. Well, you don't look banged up at least, and the suit, is it damaged? She nods as though such a thing is impossible. She sure seems cocky this morning, or maybe she's some sort of suit-building super cyborg. She is! She definitely is. The white-haired woman turns around and stretches, looking up at the suit. Your eyes avert to a rather inappropriate area. Cyborgs probably don't have amazing butts, though. That'd be a pain in the ass to include, you get it? You see the pun there, guys? You see the pun? So, I wasn't thinking about butts! What? All the dots. Did I put it on weight? Oh God, not again! The collection of stairs that you're aimed your way switch over to Akiko. It feels like the grip on your heart has been released. Well, whatever. I should have just laughed it off as a joke anyway. Let's just move on. Do you know anything about our next opponent? I know everything about her, but I can't divulge that kind of information. Wait, so she doesn't work with us, alright? It's unconventional, that's the best you'll get out of me. Great, well, it's something. It's co-pilot picking time, I think. Choose wisely. You roll your shoulders considering all their advantages. Right, and I can't pick the same person twice in a row if they've been injured. I think I was going to go with Micah, because we've been synced up. Unconventional suit, eh? Micah, do you feel up to the challenge? Oh, really? You want my help? She cracks her knuckles and rolls her shoulders. There's that zone again. It's like the cuteness just floods out of her. A little sad, really. Keep making fun of me at your own risk. Micah grimaces at the other two girls before heading up to the suit. Behave, you two. They both grin at you as you follow after Micah. Let's do this! Let's win! It's probably how they relax, come to think of it, not that it should be encouraged. You're surprised when you climb in to see that Micah hasn't gone ahead to her own chair. She twiddles her finger staring at you. I'm still a bit cute right now, aren't I? Sure are. She smiles and climbs to the front of the suit towards her chair. What's gotten into them today? They're starting to fancy you, bud. Empty the mind, stretch out the senses. Focus on what comes next. The moment you feel Micah's warm influence settling into your head space, you open your eyes. You look down at Kariko, Shien, and Akiko, giving them a small wave. All green up there. Good luck, kids. You're barely older than us. Barely. Well, the arena looks surprisingly unchanged. Pretty clean, too. Yeah, who would ever believe that you had a skirmish with a chainsaw beast here? I still feel slightly sore from yesterday, so I, for one, do. Oh, you're silly. Looks like it's time to get this show on the road, though. Buckle up. The other side of the arena opens up, revealing the approaching suit. Okay, I hope you're... Oh my God, what the hell? Ready? Your mouth goes dry as the disgusting form scuttles out. Takiro? There's a lot less space for me here all of a sudden. What's wrong? Spiders. Oh god, spiders. Hey, Takira, relax, will you? Just a suit, just a suit. It scuttles further forward and the arena door closes behind it. Yeah, just a suit. Whoever designed it to move like that is a jerk. It's okay to be scared of spiders, but that isn't one. It's just a chunk of metal. I know. But how is it okay? We're fighting giant robots and I'm second away from emptying my... Well, fears are often irrational. It's okay, Takira. We'll get through this together, one step at a time. Just breathe. You shiver and do your best to concentrate on anything but the enemy suit's shape. That side, take a close look. They've got no visible weapons. You're right. Do we have a plan yet? A sensation of warmth rub up against what feels like the sides of Micah's mental compartment. I have to concentrate on the fight. It's coming! Ride it, yes! Damn. Come on, we need a plan. Let's ride it. What? Suit rushes at you and you crouch to ready yourself. The movement is too close to stop moving. You launch yourself upwards. Gah! The wall tips over and you send crashing onto your back, kicking wildly to force the enemy back. What happened? The suit is standing up on its two back legs while the rest is spread out. Ow. Scramble to get upright, buckler ready. What's next? Dodge and jab. Okay, I'm going to let it close in, then we'll dodge. It can't attack and guard well at the same time after all. Are we fast enough to hit it though? Only way we're to find out. Oh jeez. The suit approaches you cautiously until it's barely in reach. It closes one last leap, swinging hard. You dodge around the first few things and duck under another attack. Finally, you jab at it in response. This isn't enough yet. Try to backstep when your blow skids across a retreating leg and the response crashes into your chest. Gah! You're pounded back, digging your blade into the ground and just trying to keep your legs attached. There's an unsettling grinding noise coming from your joints. That's not a good sound. Are you okay? No, not really. Can we not do that again? I'm still going. We can do this. Bait it and strike. Okay, let's try baiting it in so we can get a good hit on it. That sounds awfully risky though. It's alright, we've got this. You sigh and ready yourself, crouching slightly and ignoring the torturous sound of your suit creaking. The enemy moves towards you cautiously before letting loose in a burst of speed. Oh shh! You aren't quick enough to get your blade in the path and it's knocked out from your hands. Brace for impact! Eep! The next blow smashed into your chest hard enough to make your bones ache. You stagger helplessly to the side, unable to get your hands back on your weapon. The opposing suit stands there in a ready position, ready to charge you again. I don't think that went very well. You do your best to put yourself in a guarding position, buckler ready. You groan, resigned as you struggle to get your limbs to move. Please, don't get up. The spider suit must not be listening to your prayers as it turns to face you. This isn't looking good. Shit, Micah, I'm sorry. You raise your empty hands in surrender and a klaxon sounds. Why did it turn out like this? Stupid spiders. It's dark outside by the time you let go with the medic and the garage is still lit up. There's a fantastic bruise across your ribcage that you'll probably be feeling for a little. Kariko? Your suit still looks pretty damaged on the surface. You hope the insides are looking better than that at least. Kariko, however, is nowhere in sight. You even went to the trouble of making burgers and bringing beer for her. You sigh and place your bag of buddies down by the side, looking around. For a moment, the paranoid fear that someone stopped Kariko from fixing up your suit settles into your gut. Shit. Not for the first time since coming to this place, you wish you could safely walk around armed. You quietly stalk up the scaffold, your ears trained at the ready. You don't even have a knife on you this time, though. There's a soft sound akin to grating coming from your suit. You wonder if it's actually some kind of grinding tool. Holding on to the hope that it's Kariko and she just didn't hear you, you head into the suit, carefully climbing through. Soft grating sound is a little louder coming from the co-pilot section. Doesn't look like anything in here is damaged. You check your seat anyway, seeing that there's still a screwdriver and some kind of diagnostic panel sitting around. You try to make sense of it, but all you can assume is that the green light means it's working fine. With only one place left to check and no evidence of Kariko's usually loud stomping, you move on. Oh, okay, Kariko's... why is she just... Okay, whatever. That was a grinding sound, that's kind of gross. Instead of making a noise, you admire the sight of her. She really is in incredibly good shape. Those abs are so hard, I could cook a cheeseburger on them. There's no abs here! There's no abs! Can you not see the lack of abs? And I'm starving now. You take in her curves, she breathes softly, and the co-pilot room smells faintly of sweat and machine oil. I can smell... It's a smell you associate quite clearly with the other girls, though. You don't think it's unpleasant. Probably not a good idea to wake her up, I'll just go. You suspect that even in her very interesting underwear, she could still fling you around like a ragdoll. You commit the sight of her body and the surprisingly innocent look on her face as she softly snores to memory. You climb out of the suit and slide down the scaffold before looking your suit over. Though it seems she sorted out the inside of your suit, there's a lot of armor to patch up and replace on the exterior. She's got to be so annoyed. You pick up a wrench, hitting it over in your hands before dropping it onto a stack of scrap metal. The sound is practically like a gunshot in the silent garage, and you can hear a muted wail of alarm from the suit. Kariko, are you in there? You wait for a moment, then for two, and consider picking up the wrench, doing it again before you finally see her. Ah, Takiro, didn't think you were coming around this time. Why wouldn't I? I was telling you not to get all smashed up, you went and did it again anyway. Shouldn't I be pulling your insides out and roasting them for that right about now? You crouch down by your bag as Kariko stomps down the scaffold, trying not to look like she's just redressed. Well, I had to stop by and make sure I wasn't super hurt first, and now I'm here to help sort this out. You open your bag up, and the smell of still warm burgers fills the air as you grab the bottles of beer. Okay, you get away with it. Gimme! You grin and let her come next to you, snatching one of the burgers before she can take them all. You're surprised when she carefully unwraps it and takes a dainty bite. Kariko raises a curious eyebrow, swallowing slowly before speaking. What are you staring at? Did you do something to this burger? No, sorry, I was just thinking about something. Carry on. You take a big hearty bite out of yours, and she seems convinced that you've not tricked her somehow. You're fairly sure it'd be a bad idea to tell her you found it surprising she'd snarf down her food like a large man. Eventually, you're done chowing down, you've gotten through the beer. It's pretty late, you know. I should handle the actual work from here on out, but thanks for the food. I couldn't just leave you here. It's my fault that everything's in a mess after all. Kariko stands and thinks for a few moments before sighing. Fine, if you insist. She waves at the torch and scraps. You remember the drill, right? You do all the hard parts, and I do the grunt work. Correct. We'll make a garage hand out of you yet, assuming you can actually make it through this thing and win. Retire from being a war hero and save the economy just to repair stuff? Seems a little. You pluck up the welder and grab the broadest piece of broken metal you can find. You quickly recognize it as a cracked armor plate. Wait, am I repairing gaps and cracks for the suit from the old place we replaced last time? Where the hell else do you think we're getting scrap metal of a quality high enough to use as suit armor? Makes sense, I guess. It's all about cutting the right corners, hero. She pulls out her grappling belt and launches herself up towards the shoulders, which you're sure you've ruined. You find a welding mask this time and get to work, starting on the easier parts first. Time seems to just disappear as you get to work. Kariko has the arms working just fine and swiftly moves onto the knees. Retire after winning and come do this for fun, huh? Stretch out your sore limbs and wince at the giant groove that's slapped across your body. Maybe I should just start with cars. Nice, not nearly as heavy cars. After the sound of a whirring cable, Kariko lands down next to you. Huh, your welds today are looking way less shit than the last time. Good job, hero. Hero still? It's kind of like calling you that more than your name. It's fun. Sure thing, Rico. Ooh, she pauses and stares at you. Rico, Her hand doesn't go to her wrench to give her a confident grin and nod. Yeah, it's cute. She frowns and folds her arms. I'm not convinced that cute suits me. Even when you're sleeping in the buff in the pilot's chair. Oh, shit. Called her out. Her jaw drops a little and she seems lost for words. You give her a wicked smile before looking over the suit's legs. Your eyes go from the suit legs to Kariko. She's still working her jaw slowly back and forth. You are incredibly attractive though, Rico. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. Oh, don't push it, hero. Oh, is a strong woman like you getting bashful from a little compliment? You blink in alarm at a whirl of motion, ducking and turning hard at the hips to avoid the flying fists. Whoa there! A low swooping kick has you leaping over it, but you don't know how to counter. Crap! Her hand snaps out to your shirt, literally yanking you while you're mid-air and hauling you towards her. I'm a lot stronger than you, so maybe you should show a little more consideration to this strong lady. She pulls you in so close to your bodies you're almost touching. You shuffle a bit, trying to get leverage, but her leg goes between yours and a hook that physically pings you against her. And no telling anybody about what you saw. Do you sleep like that often? Mouth, why are you still saying stuff? Her eyes glitter, and her face dips in, her lips blushing your... Oh, okay. Brushing yours ever so slightly. Wouldn't you like to find out, hero? The brief content is like a jolt of electricity through your body, and you give up any attempts at breaking free. Yeah. You're an attractive young man, you know? You're barely older than me, Rico. He pretends not to hear you, smirking and letting go of your shirt, but your legs are still tangled. With your leverage gone, forcing you to awkwardly balance on one leg, you nearly go falling backwards. On instinct, you reach out and grasp her, your arms around your hips. Suddenly, it looks more like an intimate dance. Oh, how very forward of you. What brought it on this change of demeanor? As if you're one to talk about sudden changes, but brain doesn't know what's what right now. Good, it'll keep you on your toes yet. Her free hand slips under your shirt, which is now covered in an oily handprint, and trails downwards. Okay. No doubt she's leaving machine all on your bare chest now, and you squirm as she reaches your belt. Despite yourself, you go, I'm gonna skip this part. Kariko's eyebrows go up in surprise. Just thought you weren't supposed to carry weapons around here. this is still PG, right, guys? This is still PG, right? I can still upload this. Oh, God. Choose your line aside. Something about being stuck under her finger is really doing it for you. She grinds her hips against you and lets out a teasing moan into your ear before finally releasing you. It's like coming up from the water for a fresh lungful of air. You're too flustered to think. Thanks for the help, hero. You're a lot of fun. Perhaps you'll even be able to keep up with me. Perhaps another time, that is. For now, she makes a shooing motion at you while smirking. I'm going to get on with my work. If you stay up any later, you'll be all screwed up for tomorrow, and I'll get in trouble. She smiles knowingly, and you try to obscure the tent in your pants. She's also probably looking to dealing with that. Take care. Right, sounds like solid advice to me. You check up before starting to walk away. Night, Rico. His smirk settles into something softer, and she starts rummaging for tools. Sweet dreams. You're all but certain they will be sweet. Okay, I'm going to end this right now. This is getting a bit more interesting. Maybe a bit too interesting. I don't know. It's turning it into a bit more like a romance novel type thing. Like, I knew that was going to come, but I thought it would just be random nudity that I could censor out. But I don't know. Let me guys know what you think. Is it a bit too lewd for me to put on YouTube or not? If not, I'll keep doing it because the story's really good. The story's really good. And I knew this sort of thing would happen, but not to this extent. But let me guys know what you think. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.